Hey yo, GOAT format players, it's Skilled Brown Magician here, and I'm back with the Ninja Insect replays. So let's get right into it. So I have Ninja Insects versus Flip Chaos. Okay, so I end up going second, but I open up with two Trinity pieces, and he just sets one. So I'm sitting in a pretty good position. Open with pot. I draw into card destruction, and it's not horrible right now because I do have Insect level 7 in hand, which isn't great. But let's see how I play this out. So we use duo. It is knock, and he has serpent in hand. Fortunately for him, and I want to get rid of his back row, but he compulses me, so it's nice because I can still use Breaker's effect next turn. And I just set a preemptive dust and a preemptive ninjitsu. I could have just left ninjitsu in hand and used Dust Tornado's second effect to set it at the end of my turn. That probably would have been safer. What's nice now, though, is that I have Ninjitsu and I have Lady Ninja with a wind in hand, so I can bounce all their spells, traps back to hand with her effect next turn. Pokes me for 300, and this is where it gets a little interesting. So I say I want to get rid of his back row, and then here, I don't know why I do this. I use. Okay, no, I did do it right, and he just didn't take the damage then. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because I changed it during battle phase. I don't know if you guys saw that. So I changed it during battle phase so I can get that extra swing over. Because I mentioned that in the deck profile. It's nice if they have no back row, you can swing in with one of your ninjas, attack, clear their field, and then basically call the haunted from deck and pull out another insect to swing again. So he should be down to what, 4,900 right now? So we'll just keep that in mind. So interesting. He cheats me there. So he does nothing. And I was going to transform. Oh, I do pull up. I am able to transform him. Cool. So I go Breaker again. And that's when he gets rid of my insect. But I still clip him for 16. So if he was at 49 like he should have been, he would be at what? 33 now? So he should be at 33. Here, I could have went card destruction and got rid of my stuff in hand, but I don't end up doing that. Oh, I spoke too soon. I did end up doing that. So I got brain control and an ultimate insect level 5, so that's actually not a bad grab off of that. But he does get MST and he gets my mirror, which is a bummer. And now he goes into Chaos Sorcerer, great, because he had a light and dark and grave. I should have taken that into consideration. So he just swings over, and what does he set? He has a Raigeki break, but that's rough if he wants to get rid of mirror. So it's nice because here, I just snatch it, and then I say, you know what, I'll just swing in. And it's pretty safe because he says, you know, I'll let it through because he's going to get it back at the end of his turn, but that's when you just say, nope, tribute off. Now you don't get it back. And you took a hit when, I mean, I guess he could have stopped it, but yeah, he was just in a tricky position, and that was kind of like the synergy with brain control. So he would be at 1,000 life points right now. So I think this plays out a little longer than it should have, for sure. So let's see. I go into Sasuke Samurai, and I want to see if I get the coin flip. Tails never fails. And it doesn't. And I get rid of the Faith. And that should have been for game. I mean, he would have blocked it with mirror. But that would have been for game there. So he would. Oh, so he blocks it anyways. Ooh, so he gets. See, he would have had to set that before, but I go for the OTK here. So, like I said, Sylphied helps you. I only run 2 copies. If you run into him mid to late game and you can just make those quick pushes, Grandmaster, that's respectable, 18. And then Sylphied, even with Sasuke Samurai, I mean, these two together, that's 3K, 47. So not bad. So get the win there. Grind it out with Flip Chaos. Not bad, not bad. I really like the spice with Ninjitsu. It's funny because he actually didn't take that life points, but if he had, it would have been a much different game. He would have had a lot more pressure on him. So here I get to go first, and we go duo. I don't know what this guy is playing. Maybe you guys can help me figure it out. He has Defusion, and the only monsters that I see in this duel are machine monsters. So I search out Sasuke Samurai with Rhoda because I want that wind in hand because I have Sylphie and I like his monster removal effect. And I had Sangan anyway, so he clips me here, but I get my search off. And I get Cyber Jards, it's good to have. And I know he has less cards in hand, so less chance of knock. But I draw into Ninjitsu, which is real nice because I have Grandmaster in hand. So now I have some play set up. And this is where I go attack, attack. Let's see what he's got. Because whatever he has, I know he's going to use it on Grandmaster because he's a higher attacker. And it's exactly like I told you in the deck profile. It dodges the Phoenix Wing. They discard for nothing. And then I get a Call the Haunted from the deck. Pull out a 2600 beater. Nice. He even appreciates the spice. Sick. Clip him for 26 and 12. That's 3800 attack. Not bad. I'm feeling pretty good. Believing in this deck a little bit more. And then he hits me with heavy to get rid of level 7. So now I only have this scrawny little 1200 attacker, but that quickly changes into 2400 plus 17. What is that? 4100. I'm able to clear him. I'm telling you, Sylphied helps you go for that push. Real nice. So I'm just able to stack on that damage really quick, and more often than not, you have wins in grave because we're running a decent amount of wins. So not bad. I love that smoke screen of transforming one of your ninjas and dodging something and then going into one of these from deck. It's so neat. There's not a lot of cards in GOAT format that allow you to special summon from deck, and especially a higher level monster like level 5 or level 7. It's pretty crazy. So I forgot what this matchup is. Oh, okay. So this is the warrior deck. I think he's running Gearfried. It's like a Gearfried hand control, or maybe it's just the blindly loyal. I know Yugi No No's profile featured blindly loyal. But I go into Graceful, and it was such a hard decision for me. I end up pitching Ultimate Insect and DD Warrior. The reason I don't mind pitching DD Warrior in this deck and any of my monsters is that I run Prima and Call. So I just go set MST, set Sasuke, just because Sasuke is a pain to deal with. And here is where it's the RNG, and I'm hoping I hit Tails, because then I don't have to deal with Donzaluk. But I don't. I get heads. I guess Tails does fail. And he dies. But fortunately, he hits my ultimate insect, so I actually get really lucky there. Because I did not want him to hit one of these. So main phase 2, he has set. I'm a little worried, but I snipe what he just set with my MST. And it's actually really huge that I get rid of that. And you'll see why. It's a Saku. And then I go normal summon, and he compulses, and now I'm chilling because now I know what to expect. And I get to keep my breaker, and I can pop. And it's perfect because I snatch, and now I cleared his back row. Use my normal summon, but I'll still get breaker next turn, and I get to take a card out of his hand. So not bad. And I snipe the mirror. Pretty pivotal. And I go set, and I have enough to stop him here. He gains 1,000. Goes into blindly loyal, but I have ring. So I'm able to stop him there, and that's bad news bears for him because he knows he's going to get hit again this turn with Donzaluk. So he's losing another monster. Loses another card from hand. And what do I hit with this? I hit Assailant. Poke him for 19. And then call. Perfect game. Literally have just enough to clear 26. And that's why we run Prima and Call in this deck. So good because you're running that Warrior engine, so there's a lot of utility on things that you can bring back. But then also you can special summon your ultimate insects and go for game shots. So this deck can just surprise you and come out of nowhere. Really fun. And then here is a duel where it really grinds out, and this one's fun. This is against Apprentice Magicians, and this one goes on for a while, and it's a grind. He goes duo, and he hits card destruction, which isn't the worst. And I get rid of Ultimate Insect because he's dead, so that's fine. Kind of acts as good protection, and he'll be good because I have Call in hand. So it's actually not the worst for me. And I'm hoping to get my tails, so I don't have to worry about Apprentice Magician, but I don't. So normal battle goes through. I still kill him, but now he gets a special summon Vindictive in face down. And he's going to be able to pop next turn. He flip summons, but I go set. And let's see. And this is funny. He says that I tell him that my level deck has spice, and he says, just cinnamon. He's like, it's spicy, but it's not spicy. And considering that this is on the replays, I would say it's pretty spicy. So, snipe his back row, and going to Ninjitsu. We'll just clear Vindictive. I don't have to worry about his face down. I'm going to save Call. And he goes flip, gets his draw, he goes into the T-Drag, gets that nice hand advantage, but he doesn't actually have a lot of normal summons. But he does have Meta and Serp, which is good enough for him. Takes my Grandmaster, hooks me for 18. I get ring, but I say snatch first. I'm going to clip him, 400, get rid of his deco. Then I'm going to set the ring as protection. During my turn, I get Grandmaster, but I don't bring him out. I just go in, attack. But then he gets Faith, which could be an issue now because he has Meta and Grave, which is exactly the problem. So he brings Tear out, declares, and now Snatch and Grandmaster go away, and he just has a 0 attacker, but he got rid of Thousand Eyes on my side. This is why I was saving Ring. Now I'm going to go Battle Phase. Let's use that effect again. Come on. Let's hit it. Tails. Don't get it. So it's a normal battle. And he gets Meta again. And this is where he has a complete blunder because he forgets that he has Serp engraved. So last turn he could have gotten Serp, gone Tear, and taken out Sasuke, but he takes 1200 here. And he got rid of my call with MST. So this guy's totally just forgetting he has Serp in hand. So he's mad because I hit his meta now. I mean, he has another meta in hand, but I think it's this turn he finally realized. No, he doesn't realize again. So he's just making misplays out for days. So now he has his plays ready. And I don't know why. Why wouldn't he? He was worried, I guess. Rightfully so. Yeah, he didn't want to get hit. But I mean, he has Raigeki Break and a T-Dragon hand. Yeah, I think here he's just like, dude. So I go in, please, come on. Tails. Still don't get it, but it's okay because it's just Serp. It's just getting ridiculous. So you guys can see, kind of a bummer sometimes with Sasuke Samurai. He's not as consistent. So here he starts making his push. I don't know why he doesn't get Serp. Okay, there he does. And I just say fine. But it doesn't even matter because I have Prima and DD Warrior Lady for game. So this deck, really cool, can do some neat stuff, has some really neat interactions. The Ninja Engine with Ninjitsu, you can do some really cool dodges. I did have someone mention it doesn't really dodge mirror. And there is a way for it to dodge torrential. I don't quite know the rulings. I have to look into it and read it into it a little bit more, but you can dodge Mirror Force by special summoning into defense. Not the greatest, but you can do that. And then, yeah, so this deck has some neat interactions. You can see it can swarm fairly quickly, and it has some respectable beaters in here, so you can make those pushes fairly easily. And it's just really neat. I think you should try it out. Call of the Haunted from deck with a level 5 or a level 7 monster. Come on, that's cool. All right, guys. Hope you guys like the replays and take care. Peace.